Ricci, NBC Tonight.
What's going on, Kev? You can talk to me.
This mystery shooter didn't just vanish into thin air.
You have to tell Voight what's really going on. Or I have to.
Chicago PD, new February 19th on NBC and Peacock.
The world's worst serial killers broke free. The longer they're out there, the more dangerous they're gonna become.
The Hunting Party, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
News.
That breaking news is from Encino, where police are investigating a homicide. A woman found shot outside a home. NBC4's Darsha Phillips is live off Ventura Boulevard tonight. Darsha.
Kathy, I just spoke to a detective who confirms that multiple shots were fired and the victim, a 54-year-old woman, neighbors ran to her aid, tried to save her, but she unfortunately did not make it. Now you can see the scene behind me. People who live here in this area say they heard at least 5 gunshots just before 7:30 today, right here near Santa Rita Street and Hesperia Avenue. When police arrived, they found a woman shot to death outside of a home near a car. She was 54 years old. Her 64-year-old husband, police say, was the shooter. He was taken into custody while trying to flee the scene on foot. Now, detectives say they have not yet recovered a weapon and they are not looking for any other suspects at this time. Now, as you can imagine, this was terrifying for so many who live nearby. Some neighbors who heard the gunshots say they first thought that they were fireworks and then quickly realized it was something more serious.
It was so clear, like it was so near. It was like probably happened at the corner here. But my wife said, yeah, I've heard them. And it was just pop, 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 like that, you know, back to back.
Detectives not saying what led up to the shooting, but say it appears to be a domestic dispute. And they are not confirming that the couple lives in this area, saying that they may have been visiting relatives or friends. Back Here Live, still a lot to unpack for investigators here on scene. We're told that these streets, Santa Rita and Hesperia, will be shut down for several hours. Reporting live tonight from Encino, I'm Darsha Phillips, NBC4 News.
Darsha, thank you. Turning now to the weather. Beneficial rain for most of us today, and we have more coming tomorrow. We're in the middle of a break before those showers arrive as we look live from our camera in Universal City. Meteorologist David Bigger timing it out for us. David?
And right now, Kathy, as you take a look at the First Alert Radar Network, you'll notice a lack of light green on here. We just have a couple of these little tiny sprinkles near some of the mountains right now. But for the most part, we're not looking at any rainfall on the map currently. Here's what it looks like at Ontario Airport. We do have some low cloud cover and some fog trying to form up. We'll likely have that for the morning. In fact, it'll be a very similar start to what we had on Monday. That's a mainly dry start to the day with some low cloud cover, maybe some drizzle before sunrise. We might get a few sun breaks before we get into the afternoon, and that is where we're likely going to start to see the shower chances pick up, and that'll continue into the overnight hours and into Friday. Now, I know a lot of people are close to some of the burn scars, and you're probably a little concerned about any mudslides or debris flows, but right now, with the amount of rain we're looking at, we're not really anticipating any flooding issues. So if the rain continues to look as we are forecasting, we probably won't get any mudslides or debris flows. And the rain will be wrapping up very quickly. So by the time we get through Monday morning, we're on the back edge of the showers, and then by Friday afternoon, we're essentially done with this weather system. Just like the last weather system, the rain totals are very similar. Ventura County likely picking up more rain than the rest of the region. 1/4 inch to 3/4 inch of rain. LA County will likely be less than 1/2 inch of rain, but for the IE and Orange County, once again, we'll get some rainfall, but just not much. We're talking about less than 1/4 inch of rainfall. I'll take you through the timing of the rain showers coming up in just a couple of minutes. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. The LA County Sheriff's dispatch system has been restored tonight after it crashed earlier today. The department says the first signs of an outage happened around 3:30 this afternoon, and eventually the entire system went down later in the evening. By 10 o'clock, the dispatch systems at all stations were restored. The same problem happened on New Year's Eve and impacts the way deputies log and respond to calls. The department said they have long been facing issues with outdated technology. Well, first we saw community uproar over the location of the Eaton Fire's hazardous waste site. And then tonight, the EPA has chosen a temporary site for that of the Palisades. The parking lot at Will Rogers State Beach will take